Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Brian Bruce. Brian Bruce TV presents. Today I'm going to review the movie called The Fighter, which is right here in my hands. The top movie you see there, with Christian Bale, Christian Bale, Mark Wahlberg, and Amy Adams are in this film. The film is about a true life boxer who was born in Boston, and the film is a boxing movie, but at the same time, it's a drama and it's a comedy, if you can say. The film takes place during the 1980s or 1990s. The film is I think it's like a two something hour movie, but it's a real good movie. To give this rating out of 10, I think I'll give it a solid 8. I think this is a great, good movie. I think it's actually one of the best sports movies. So, real quick, I'll give a short synopsis what the film's about. Mark Wahlberg plays this boxer who's from Boston, and he's managed by his mother, and his mother has 6 kids. He's raised six six to eight kids. I mean, actually, 6 to 8 kids. He's raised in a kind of dysfunctional family. He has 6 sisters and 2 brothers. Actually, yeah, 3 brothers, I think, or it's him and his brother. And he's managed by his mother, and he grows up in Boston. And his brother, Chris, who was played by Christian Bale, is like a junkie, and so the film. I mean, the film is very interesting because, it doesn't really talk about his early life. The film just kind of focuses kind of where, like, I can say where things kind of start to finally change for the better in his life. Like I said, in the film, the family is kind of dysfunctional, but I think the one thing that was you can admire about the family is that even though they're so dysfunctional, it kind of reminds me of Gemma from Sons of Anarchy. She kind of got that, that don't don't fuck with my family mom. She's a very like tough mom. She doesn't take no shit, and she's sensitive. She loves her son deeply. She loves her sons and daughters, maybe to a kind of overprotective mother a little bit, but she so the film kind of starts off when things start to change for the better. Christian Bale, I think he did this film before Batman, and I could see, I think Christian Bale, even though somehow he's kind of been under the radar, and I think the last I'm not gonna kind of big film he appeared in so far was called The Big Short. I've seen it. Maybe I do a review in the future about that film. But I think this is when he was beginning to rise up, and then you were starting to see Christian Bale in a lot of movies. This is before he was in the Batman franchise, so I think his career was starting to kick off. And I think in this film, you know, it's a different topic for another video, but I'll say this real quick. I think sometimes we have these great films, and I think sometimes these actors that are really good kind of get underappreciated. We kind of like take it for granted. But when I watched this film, honestly, I was thinking like, damn, I kind of want to see Christian Bale do more movies still, because I say he is a really good actor. He can act, and I feel like there should be no reason why Christian Bale should still be making movies, because a good actor is a good actor. And Mark Wahlberg, I think he's not the greatest actor, but I can say he has improved. And this film, I think Mark Wahlberg is that type of actor where he can take a script, and if it's a really good script like this film, he can really use it, and he can make it work, and he can make the movie good, because I'm not gonna say he's the greatest actor, but he's has that ability to fucking do his job, and he does his job in this film. Amy Adams, I'm happy haven't seen her that much in a lot of movies, but she's in this film and she plays a no bullshit, kind of like the mother in the film. They clash a little, which I think the comedy comes out of her just like kind of putting up her foot down and say, you know what, like, you know you know, your mom's tough, but so I don't give a fuck. I'm just as tough as her, and I'm not gonna take no shit either. And I think she plays a great character. Her character's kind of tough, you know. And I'm not a big fan of Amy Adams. I haven't really seen a lot of movies that she has appeared in, but I think in this film, she takes the role, she makes it her own, she makes it her own, and she still makes it a believable, entertaining, you know, a likable character. You know, I mean, a likable character. Maybe some not gonna like her character, but for me, I thought she was a likable character because she didn't take no shit. I love that. Um, yeah. Um, One complaint I have to say about the film was kind of the film. You know, after the film, you kind of have like a short clip, and it's the brother and the real life brother that Christian Bale plays, and the real boxer himself, who Mark Wahlberg plays, kind of, you know, just giving a little thank you at the end of the film. You know, I kind of wish there was just like a little like, hey, you know, aftermath of what, you know, of, because I was very fascinated by Amy Adams' character. Like I kind of wanted to, you know more about her in a weird way, because I thought like her character was really interesting. Because she, just the way she was, dude, her personality and the way that she just takes shit from people, and she was a very tough chick, and I found that very fascinating. You know, I'm not saying they should make a whole movie out of her character, but I really think, you know, kind of like you kind of are satisfied, and you're like, okay, like that's a great story, very inspiring story as well. But yeah, so yeah, so I give the film 8 out of 10. I definitely think it's one. It's a. I don't know if it's gonna be. I know it's not. I think, you know, maybe 20, 30 years from now, it will be a classic, because I think it's a great. If you like movies about sports, this is definitely one you should have, because, you know, I'm not a big boxing fan myself, but, you know, I could watch this movie a couple of times more because it's that good. And yeah, so hopefully more reviews of films coming back. Brian Bruce TV film reviews. Try to come back with it, and maybe I'll see you in the next movie. Bye.